Please welcome to the stage right now, Winsy! Give it up for Winsy!
What's up, guys? First show ever! Woo! So, I don't think the Asian gods did me that much of a favor. They gave all the good genes to my sister. Like, she gets straight A's, she graduated from Harvard, and she's a pretty good driver for a female Asian. Me, I'm a pretty bad driver. My friend once told me he'd rather walk 10 miles home than give me a ride. At school, instead of being an Asian, I was a Bijan and Cesian. The teachers thought I was so dumb, they put me in the sped homeroom. I tried to get out of it, but I'm like, no, Winsy, you have to be in there. You need more attention. So I guess my disability is being a dumb Asian. So I went to the dentist recently. Every time I go to the dentist, I feel like it's such a bad experience. Because I feel like I brush and floss my teeth pretty well. But when the hygienist sees me immediately, she just flosses so deep into that, it feels like my gums is bleeding period blood. And then she's like, do you floss? And I was like, yeah, I floss 2 times a day. And she's like, well, you gotta floss harder while I'm just agonizing in pain. And then she puts like chemicals on my teeth. And then she's like, how long do you brush your teeth for? And I'm like, 3 minutes a day. And she's like, well, it seems like you only brush like 30 seconds. So I feel like going to the dentist is like going to a Comedy Central roast for your teeth. So, when I was young, my parents made me go to Chinese school. Chinese school was a little traumatic experience. Because how they ran this Chinese school, it was exactly how they run schools in China. Like, at the end of the week, they post our exams on the board. Like, if you got an 85 or below, you were like kind of seen as a disgrace. And every week, I get like 25 or 30%. So while all the kids were having pizza party, I was crying in detention. And the principal ordered like shitty food for us to eat. Like she ordered like undercooked broccoli, undercooked beef, undercooked rice. And if we didn't finish it, the principal would literally make us wait in a line, and she'd literally spoon-feed the food to us like we had cerebral palsy. So going to a Chinese school was more like suburban re-education camp. So I was watching a TV show called The Shield recently. There's this one scene in The Shield where a cop, he's cornered by 2 criminals, and he has 2 choices. He either gets shot in the head, or he has to suck the criminal's dick. Now, I always imagine what I would do in this situation. Like, let's say my worst enemy found me and gave me those 2 stipulations. I guess it depends on the dick. Like, if he whips it out and it's like a clean, shiny dick, I'd probably give it strong consideration. Like, even if he threatened to shoot me in the shoulder, I'd probably still suck that shit. But if he whips it out and it's like a dirty ass dick, I'd probably give it a little less consideration. I mean, hey, I'm a pretty considerate guy. We all have some gayness in ourselves in certain situations. So when you hear me speak, you probably think I know how to speak a lot of Chinese and I'm from China. Actually, none of that is true. It was hard for people to believe me. Like, in elementary school, my bully would come up to me every day and be like, China! And even the teachers and professors had trouble believing me. My English professor read my essay and was like, your grammar sounds like English is your second language. So I guess it's cool having 2 second languages. And it even sucks more when I go back to China. Because when Chinese people hear me speak English, they're like, oh, he must be from this country. He might just be a foreign exchange student in America. So they come up to me and be like, ni hao, ching chong, ping pong, bing bong, ding dong. And I don't really understand them, so I always respond in like my broken Chinese. And then they look pretty disappointed. They're like, maybe you do belong in the re-education camp. So the other day, my friend just randomly texted me, are you circumcised? So I respond, no. And he's like, yes, I just want to bet with my friends. So then I had to ask him, well, how did you know I was uncircumcised? And then he says, oh, you gave up UCE, uncircumcised energy. If I give up UCE, no wonder I'm still a virgin. Like, if girls can detect I have UCE, like what girl's gonna want me to fuck them? Like the only way I can really get pussy is if I pay for it, but I'm too cheap and selfish to do that. So I guess I'm gonna have to market it like I got an uncut gem, maybe a little tiny, but super fresh. Speaking of dick, so even though my dick has never been a woman, I feel like it's been seen in the strangest places. When I was in my Chinese school, when I was going to first grade, I'd randomly go up to random girls and be like, hey, do you want to see my wee-wee? Even before they respond, I'd already whip it out. So I guess I was doing the Louis C.K. back then. And I was in a hotel room with my sister one time, and she told me, Winsy, stick your dick on the window. So I ended up doing that for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I'm pretty sure several people saw it because next day the hotel lost 1 star on Yelp. And I guess the final time I was in the same bed as my friend in 3rd grade. In the middle of the night, I guess it got hot under the covers, so I took my pants off and underwear off, and then I rolled over to his body in the middle of the night. So literally my legs were on his stomach, my dick was hanging out in his belly button. So my parents named me after Winston Churchill. I turned out to be more like Winston Cockriel. Alright guys, that's my